Over the past couple of decades, the sustainable manufacturing concept has been broadened beyond a simple environmental scope. According to the US Environmental Protection Agency, sustainable manufacturing is understood as the creation of manufactured products through economically sound processes that minimize negative environmental impacts while conserving energy and natural resources. In addition to that, sustainable manufacturing is also highlighted to be promoting employee, community, and product safety. The urgency for the social and economic extension to the basic ideas of sustainability and development is further highlighted in academia. It is often argued that social motivations are less dominant and are often overlooked in industry in favor of apparent green practices and aspirations. The importance of adopting sustainable manufacturing measures and strategies by companies are numerous and are becoming increasingly recognized. For instance, climate change is increasingly seen as caused by anthropomorphic activities and potentially having very serious consequences, while resources like energy, materials, and water are now seen as subject to scarcities and, in many cases, non renewability that can affect operations. Also, the global economic crisis of the last several years has raised questions about the viability and ultimately sustainability of existing business practices that aim for economic growth but pay little attention to mitigating the negative impacts beyond the company. As a consequence, pressures for sustainable manufacturing have become increasingly put forward by many stakeholders, employees, investors, suppliers, customers, competitors, communities, governments, and regulatory bodies. In its extensive form, sustainability has become the benchmarking standard for business management, which shapes the firm's external reputation for customers and investors and affects the decision making at each level of the organization. Broadly, the major elements of sustainable manufacturing can be summed up as 1. High quality, affordable, and safe products or services available for people around the world. 2. Profitable industry growth to create jobs and economic development. 3. Conservation of the environment, energy, and natural resources. And 4. Continuous improvement in safety and soundness in all factory floors along the value chain. Given this, sustainable manufacturing implies an integrated system of business production operations comprised by sourcing, design, and production, material use, and business management that is aimed at minimizing harmful environmental effects, promoting quality and economic growth in a circular manner, and maintaining health and safety for humans involved in the process. Sustainable manufacturing not only deals with products, but also with the manufacturing process. Since management remains focused on the economic aspect of sustainability because of profit as the main objective of business, the environmental aspect needs focus in the context of barriers. With the focus on environmental sustainability, it is necessary to know the metrics of environmentally sustainable manufacturing because with structured and focused measurement of performance of a process improves the performance of organizations. The Global Reporting Initiative guidelines suggest a set of 34 indicators for disclosure in annual sustainability reporting. Many researchers proposed either new metrics or considered a set of environmental indicators in measuring sustainability of manufacturing companies. The table on the slide provides example of metrics of sustainable manufacturing. We have, for example, reduction in raw material consumption, use of non-hazardous material, replacement of hazardous material with non-hazardous materials, increased use of recycled materials, reduction in waste generation, increased recycling and treatment of waste, reduction in hazardous waste, and reduction in energy consumption, reduction in energy use per unit product, increased use of renewable energies such as solar, water power, and wind, reduction in greenhouse gas emissions, less transportation of vehicles and less emission of pollutants, reduced water consumption, and increased use of recycled water, reduction in discharge of wastewater, reduced number of environmental accidents, reduced use of land, and use of green buildings, rise in quality, reduction in air emissions, reduced cost, reduction in fuel consumption and noise pollution, and conservation of natural habitats.